Hello everyone, my name is Rex. We'll begin class in about 5 minutes. So make sure that you get 1 or 2 yoga blocks. Hopefully at this point you've gotten 1 or 2 at home now. Also, if you have a yoga strap, that's also a good thing to use. We'll be doing a posture towards the end, strap to foot posture. It's one of the postures that I really tell people to do consistently to help open up their hamstrings, to relax their lower back. And then if you have yoga blankets, you can also have those available for the shoulder stand or for seated postures. But just make sure you get yourself set up. You've got enough space around you so you can do sun salutations. Also make sure that if there are any sort of distractions, you can put them off to the side. So maybe putting your phone off to the side, turning it off on vibrate. Also, if you want to put on some music, some ambient music to kind of help you relax, to tune into to your practice today, then that's always an option. I don't play music when I'm teaching just because it interferes with me actually teaching you over the video. So, but if you're looking for some nice music that I find that is very complementary to yoga practice, I always like to listen to Coyote Oldman. He's a flautist, and it's just very ambient, very relaxing music. There's not a whole lot of, there's no lyrics to it. It just helps to kind of keep you in your yoga space. So we'll start here in just 2 or 3 minutes. So again, just make sure that you've got a yoga block or 2. I usually suggest having 2. Then also make sure you have a yoga belt, and then if you have yoga blankets, those are always useful as well. If you want to put on some very relaxing, chill music, you can do that. Recently I've been practicing more without music just so I can really focus on keeping my mind focused during the practice. It's very easy to kind of get distracted with what's playing or not being satisfied with the music that I'm listening to, and I have practiced the music before. So I'm trying to get back to just a little bit more of a bare bones practice in my own practice. So again, just make sure you have 1 or 2 blankets, 1 or 2 blocks, a yoga belt, and then a blanket or 2 if you have them. You can get all of these props online as well at various different websites. And it's a good investment. Keep wondering how long my beard will get before I actually am able to go back to teaching in actual studios. Alright everyone, so welcome. My name is Rex. I'm going to be teaching a 55-minute yoga class today. So one of the things that I always like to remind you is first to follow your breathing throughout practice. So as we're practicing, if you're finding yourself getting distracted or beginning to struggle in something, come back to how you're breathing, what it feels like, the sound of your breathing. That's always the most important thing. Listen to your body, so I'll offer options, basic or intermediate options available for you. And when in doubt, just pick the more basic version. You can always do the more intermediate version when you've been practicing for a little bit longer. And we will be doing all the standing postures on the left side first. So that may be a little bit unusual, but that's why I have the blocks located on the back right corner and the front right corner. So that's just to help make it a little bit easier when you're transitioning from left to right. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. We'll start sitting back on the heels in child's pose. Stretch your arms forward and let your forehead rest on the floor. So this is child's pose as you feel your hips sinking back onto your heels, feel your chest pressing lightly against your thighs, and begin to focus on your breathing. So as you're inhaling, feel your back expand, your body expand. And as you're exhaling, let go of tension. Again, inhaling, feeling your body expanding. Exhaling to let go of tension. Inhaling, feel your body expand. Exhale to let go of tension. So as we're practicing, keep coming back to this rhythm of your breathing. So inhaling, feeling your body expanding, and then exhaling is always that opportunity to let go of unnecessary effort. Inhaling, come forward onto your hands and knees. Your hands will be underneath your shoulders, your knees will be underneath your hips. As you exhale, pull the tailbone down around your back, look at your navel. Inhale, arch your back, and lift your head. Exhale, pull the tailbone down around the back. Inhale to arch. Exhale, pull the tailbone down around the back. Inhale to arch. And one more time, exhale, pull the tailbone down around the back. Inhale, come into a neutral position. From here, tuck your toes under, lift your hips into downward dog. So in downward dog, spread your fingers wide, spread your toes wide, and lift your hips. Relax the back of the neck. Focus on your breathing. From here, exhaling, bend your knees, walk your feet forward. Feet will be hip width apart. You can place your hands on top of your shins, your ankles, or the floor. And then as you exhale, fold forward over your legs, let the back of the neck release. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, come up. And then step to the front of your mat. So the hands be beside the thighs. Top of the head rises up towards the ceiling. We'll be doing a variation on sun salutations today, so just follow along. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, keep your chin level, your belly firm. Exhale, bend your knees and squat down. You can always come up onto your toes by lifting your heels. Inhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, hands forward at your feet. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right toes tuck under. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Inhale, left leg back, lift your heels up high. Exhale, slowly lower your heels. Inhale, right foot forward, left toes tuck under. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, right leg back, lift your heels up high. Exhale, slowly lower your heels, but keep lifting your hips. As you lift your hips, feel the top of your thighs move back. Spread your toes open. Relax your face. End of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step your feet forward, lift your head. Exhale, bend your knees, squat down. Again, you can come up onto your toes if you like. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands beside the thighs. Inhale, stretch the arms up, palms parallel, belly firm. Exhale, bend the knees and squat down. Inhale, lift the hips and straighten the legs. Exhale, step back, downward dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right toes tuck under. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, left leg back, lift your heels up high. Exhale, slowly lower your heels. Inhale, right foot forward, left toes tuck under. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, right leg back, lift your heels up high. Exhale, slowly lower your heels. Again, split your toes open, split your fingers open. Widen your upper back, really press through your index knuckles. Deep, smooth breathing. End of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step the feet forward, lift the head. Exhale to bend the knees and squat down. Inhale, come up, arms overhead, and exhale, the hands beside the thighs. So now just normal sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your head and look forward. Exhale, step or hop back, lower down with control. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. If upward dog is too strenuous, you can always do cobra. Just lift up as high as you can without shrugging the shoulders to the ears. Smooth and steady breathing. End of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump forward, lift the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Okay. Exhale, the hands beside the thighs. One more like that. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, step or jump back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Again, spread the fingers open. Wake up your hands, wake up your feet. Feel the top of the thighs move away from the belly. Let your belly lengthen. End of the exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump. Lift the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, the hands beside the thighs. Inhale, the hands together in front of the heart. Let's step the feet out to your left. Separate your feet wide. Turn the left foot out 90 degrees. Turn the right foot in slightly. Inhale, stretch the left hand up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, tilt out as far as you can. Place the hand down on the shin, the ankle, or you can use a block. Spread the toes open, lift up on the knees, and roll the right shoulder back. Triangle posture. Keep your head in line with your spine. 3 head positions here. Either you look down at the foot, that's going to be the least strenuous. Look at the wall, it's a little bit harder. Or you look up at the right hand. Side angle, right hand to the hip. Bend your left knee. So the left knee describes a 90-degree angle here. Inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling, or sweep the right arm overhead. That's a little bit more advanced. Just demonstrate that basic position again. Really bend your left knee, moving it towards the second toe. Push the knee out. Fill your body with your breathing. Right hand to the hip. Step your right foot forward, half moon. The block goes a foot in front of your left foot. Don't have it too close to your foot. Lift your right leg up. Really push down through the instep of your left foot to keep your weight on your left leg. Spread your toes open. And then if you like, you can try stretching the right hand up towards the ceiling. A little bit harder. Keep the eyes focused on one point. Feel the side of your right hip beginning to activate a little bit more. And slowly bend your left knee, come back down to side angle. Inhale, come up. Let's switch that around. So right foot turns in, right foot turns out, left foot turns in. Inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, tilt out, reaching as far as you can. Place the hand on the shin, the ankle, or a block. Inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling. Again, reopen the feet. Spread the toes open. Lift up on the knees. Feel the top of the head moving away from the tailbone. And as you push down lightly through your right hand, energetically reach up a little bit more through your left hand. Side angle, bend your right knee directly over top of the right ankle. Inhale the left hand up towards the ceiling, or sweep the left arm overhead. And the more basic position is just going to be that. Half moon. Left hand to the hip. Step your left foot forward. Take your block forward of your right foot. Kick your left leg up. Really push through the instep of your right foot. Stand tall through that right leg. You can stretch the left hand up towards the ceiling. Highly recommend that you keep your eyes focused on one point on the floor so you can focus on those small movements needed to stay balanced. Keep lengthening from tailbone to top of head. And slowly bend your right knee. Come back down to side angle. Inhale, come up. Stretch the arms out. And then step your feet to the front of the mat into mountain pose. Inhale the hands to the heart. Let's step out to your left once again. Rotating triangle. Turn your left foot out 90 degrees. Turn your right foot in 60 degrees. So you're squaring your hips up to the back of your mat now. Inhale, stretch your right hand up towards the ceiling. Reach all the way from your right heel up to your right fingers. And then as you exhale, reach out over your left leg. When you get about horizontal, take the hand to the block on the outside of the left foot. Stretch the left hand up towards the ceiling and breathe. Keep flipping that left hip bone back, moving it into the body. Keep the outer right heel pushing down. Exhale, look down. Inhale, come up. We're going to turn around, so right foot turns out, left foot turns in. Inhale, stretch all the way from your left heel up to your left fingers. And then exhale, reach out over your right leg. Place the hand on the block on the outside edge of the right foot. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling, rotating triangle. Clipping that right hip bone back. Spread the toes open. Work on just bending the knees slightly and then re-straightening them to help reactivate your legs. Exhale to look down. Arms overhead if you like. Relax the back of the neck. Sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, straighten your legs, turn your feet parallel, arms outstretched. And then exhale your feet to the front of the mat. Good. Alright, so tree pose. So, left leg comes up first. So left thigh bone parallel to the mat. Or heel high up into the thigh. You can keep your hands on your hips, especially if maybe balance is a little bit chancy right now. Otherwise, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Or if you like, you can stretch your arms overhead. The most important part is that you keep your eyes focused on that one point. Breathing smoothly, breathing evenly. Relax the face. Slowly bring the hands down. And then take your left foot to the floor. We switch sides now. So right knee comes up. Thigh bone can stay parallel, or you bring your heel high up into your inner thigh. Bring the hands together in front of the heart. You can stay there if you like, or stretch the arms overhead. And more important, you keep your eyes focused on that one point so that you can feel those little movements that your left foot is having to make now. Keep you balanced. Even as you're standing here, feel the top of the head rising up, your left foot rooting down. Bring the hands down, and then take your right foot to the floor. All right, so let's come back to the front of the mat. Inhaling, sweep the arms up, look up at the thumbs. Exhaling, fold forward, hands to shins, ankles, or floor. Inhaling, lift the head, look forward. And then exhale, simply step back to downward facing dog. From downward dog, inhale, come forward into plank. And then exhale, lower down as slowly as you can until you're resting on the floor. So we'll do locust pose first. So inhale, lift the chest. Here again, you can kind of adjust yourself here so that your belly feels firm on the floor. Tailbone down. Stretch your arms out to a T if you like. Stretch your arms forward. Final position here. Lower down. Push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Exhale, lower down all the way onto your belly. So prop yourself up on your forearms. So this is Sphinx pose. So if Cobra pose just doesn't feel good today, or maybe you're just a little bit tired, then always do this position. It's the same benefit of getting that front lengthening you get from Cobra without putting additional stress on the shoulders, neck, or lower back. You can hang out here in Sphinx pose, or you lower down, bring your hands beside your chest, inhale, press yourself up, keep your shoulders moving away from your ears. Don't let them creep up like that. Shoulders down. Hips on the mat, legs long. Lower down. Push back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, lower down. Prop yourself up on your right forearm. So you've got your forearm parallel to the floor. Bring your left heel towards your left buttock. And you then begin to pull your heel to your buttock. So you want to get that stretch through the front of your left hip. Now, if that feels comfortable, if you can touch your heel to your buttock, then you flip your left hand and you push the left foot down. That may be a little bit too intense, so always come back to the more basic position. And then release that, and let's switch sides. So left forearm now. Reach back, grab your right heel, pull your right heel toward your buttock. Lower down. And this time doing bow. So reach back, grab your ankles. Keep your big toes touching. Inhale, lift your chest up, push your feet away from your hips. Lower down. Inhale to up dog to cobra. Exhale to downward dog. let's sit back on the heels. Now, if sitting on the heels is uncomfortable, you may need to use a block underneath your hips. You can also have a blanket underneath between your thighs and your hips. So take your block. If you don't have a block, you can use a belt between your hands like this. So take the block, inhale, lift the arms up, holding here. Keep the shoulders relaxed even as you reach out through your fingers. Feel the top of the head rising up. Imagine that your rib cage is floating away from your hips. So as you're inhaling, your rib cage expands, it lifts up just a few micrometers away from your hips. And as you exhale, you can feel your waist narrowing in towards your spine. A few more deep breaths here. If you're ever wanting to work on strength or doing handstand, this is a good drill to do consistently so that you build that vertical arm position. Exhale, lower the hands down. Let's take the belt. If you don't have a belt, you can always use a tie. Take your belt, fold it up once, and then fold it up a second time. Take the belt into your left hand. Take your left forearm behind your head. So this arm, you're trying to keep it vertical. The elbow is not behind your head. It's part of your forearm. And then the right hand walks up between the shoulder blades. And you'll be able to see this when I do the other side, but you want to roll the right shoulder back. So left tricep rotates in towards the nose. Right collarbone widens. The right shoulder blade draws down. Breathe into the back ribs so you feel your back expanding as you're inhaling. And as you exhale, let go of tension. Again, inhaling, expanding in the position. Exhaling, letting go. Inhaling, expanding. Exhaling, letting go. And then we'll switch sides. Place the belt in your right hand. Place the right forearm behind the head. So again, your elbow is vertical. The upper arm itself is not behind your head. The left hand walks up between the shoulder blades. And remember, I was saying you would see this now. So we don't want to roll the shoulder forward, the hand that's reaching from underneath. Rather, you want to roll the collarbone back. So instead of here, it's rolling back. That may take a little bit of time to cultivate, but it's a good thing to cultivate. Get you out of that hunched position that you were in when we're working on computers. Right tricep rolls in, left collarbone widens, left shoulder blade draws down. Feel the top of the head rising up towards the ceiling. Your feet may be falling asleep. Just continue to breathe. If it really bothers you, then shift a little bit, but see if you can hang out there for a couple more breaths. Steady breathing, soft face. And then release that. Alright, when we get out of the kneeling position, so come forward into downward facing dog, stretch out your legs, spread your toes open, relax the back of your neck. And then let's come down onto the hands and knees. Now, when you use the block for dolphin pose, what we do is we place this side of the hand up against the edge of the block. And you want to make sure that your palms are flat on the floor. So don't let your hands kind of curl up on the side like this or have some other position. Keep the hands flat on the floor. The block serves as a spacer between the hands so they don't get closer to one another. Keep the elbows squeezing together so they remain shoulder width apart. Palms flat on the floor as much as possible. Lift your hips and hold for as long as you can. Now, today we'll hold for about 5 or 10 breaths. Breathe deeply. Relax the back of your neck, but keep your shoulders moving wide. Elbows rooting down. Index knuckles pressing down. A few more breaths here. And then lower down. And push back to downward facing dog. From here, come down onto your hands and knees. Take your right forearm to the mat. Stagger your feet here, so left foot in front of right foot. We want you to take your right knee to the mat, otherwise keep your legs straight. Lift your left hand up towards the ceiling for a side plank. Really important to get strong to that side of the body, to the hip, to the side waist, side of your lower back, side of the armpit. Kind of an untapped strength in these postures. Breathe deep. Then we're going to switch sides. So turn onto your left side. You won't see me here, but you'll hear me. So right foot in front of left. Inhale the right hand up towards the ceiling. Really lift that left hip up. Feel the entire left side of your body lifting away from the floor. Strong breath, soft face. And then release. Let's move back to downward facing dog. Let's come down to the hands and knees. Hands will be underneath shoulders, knees will be underneath hip. Exhale, pull the tailbone in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, sit back on your heels in child's pose. Take a few breaths there, relaxing through the face. And then let's inhale, come forward onto the hands and knees. Push back to the downward facing dog. We get ready for pigeon. So bring your left knee behind the left wrist. If you want to do back bends here, so you can stay in a more upright position, I'm not going to demonstrate, but you can grab your right foot. You can take your arms overhead to grab your right foot. You could just also keep your hands on the floor in kind of like a modified cobra pose. Or a little bit more relaxing is to take your forearms to the mat and to fold forward. Relax the back of the neck, keep the head neutral. Relax your shoulders and breathe deeply. Pay particular attention to relaxing tension through your jaw. Walk the hands in. Swing the right leg around. And we're going to do spinal twist. So right foot to the outside of the left knee. Right hip to the floor if possible. Inhale your left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hook the elbow on the outside of the knee. Inhale to sit tall. And then exhale to turn. Really focus on trying to get the right hip down to the floor first. Inhale, turn the head back to center. Exhale to release. And then we just reverse our way back into downward dog. So you swing the right leg around, move into down dog. You can do an extra up dog, down dog here if you want a little bit of extra movement. Otherwise, just hang out in down dog. And it's going to be right knee behind the right wrist. Again, you can do back bends here if you like. Otherwise, fold forward. Relax the shoulders. Keep the head neutral. Use these cooling down postures to really focus on softening your face, reconnecting with the smooth movement of your breathing, trying to fill the posture with your breath. And then we'll walk the hands in, swing the left leg around for spinal twist. So left foot to the outside of the right knee. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling, inhaling, getting as much length as possible. And then exhaling, hooking the elbow on the outside of the knee. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to turn. Inhale, turn the head back center. Exhale to release. So from here, scoot forward a little bit, straighten your legs out in front of you, hands to the side of your hips. Exhale, reach forward, grab hold of your big toes or the outsides of your feet. Inhaling, lift the chest, create as much length as possible. Exhale, fold deep from your groins. Relax the back of the neck as you fold forward. Now, especially as you're folding forward, see if you can move more from your hips rather than from bending your back. Try to relax through the hips. Inhale, lift the head. Exhale, release. And let's roll down to the back. So if you want to do shoulder stand, you can do shoulder stand or headstand if you are confident with that one. I'm going to demonstrate strap the foot. So follow along with me if you're doing strap the foot. I will guide you, however, through shoulder stand. So for strap the foot, left leg straight, left hand on the belt, left leg absolutely straight. Relax the back of the head onto the floor, and then keep the right hand on the hip. If you're doing shoulder stand, you lift yourself up. Keep the weight mostly through your elbows and your shoulders. Keep very little weight on your neck or head. You'll hold shoulder stand for 10 deep breaths. If you're doing strap to foot posture, take your leg out to the side. Keep your right hip down. If you're in shoulder stand at this point, you'll want to start moving into plow. If you're doing strap to foot, you bring your left leg back up. Shift your hips over to your left so you can bring the left leg across the body. So this way you have a rotation. Inhale, come back to center. Then we'll switch sides. So strap the ball of your right foot. If you're in shoulder stand, you're still moving into plow at this point. Again, keep your legs absolutely straight in strap to foot posture. Take your right leg out to the side. If you're in shoulder stand, you'll probably be rolling down out of plow, moving into fish. Try to keep your left hip down on the floor if you're doing strap to foot posture. Inhale your right leg back up to ceiling. You shift your hips to the right as you take the right leg across your body. Inhale your right leg back up to center. And then let's turn to the side and we'll sit up for a moment. Before we go into the final resting pose, we'll just do a little bit of more directed breathing. So sit cross-legged, half lotus, full lotus if you like. Rest your palms facing up. The top of the head rising up as you feel your hips sinking down. What you're going to do is you're going to breathe in for a count of 4. Hold the breath for just a count of 1 without straining. And then you exhale for a count of 4. And hold the breath out for a count of 1. Again, inhale for a count of 4. Pause for a count of 1. Exhale for a count of 4. Pause for a count of 1. Inhale for a count of 4. Pause for a count of 1. Exhale for a count of 4. Pause for a count of 1. Inhale for a count of 4. Pause. Exhale for a count of 4. Pause. Relax that breathing pattern. And then, when you're ready, roll down onto your back and rest in final resting pose. As you feel your body sinking down into the mat, relax the palms of the hands, relax the soles of the feet, relax the shoulders and the hips, relax your belly. Slowly begin to reach into your fingers and toes. Stretch your arms overhead. Bend your knees to turn to rest on one side. Then press yourself up to a seated position. Namaste. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Thank you.